Shalom. How's everyone doing this Friday afternoon, which is the preparation day of the 7-day Sabbath? Today, I decided to share another video of my testimony of my psychic meditation. This is day 6 of my psychic meditation experiment. I'm going to try to keep this video short as possible, but if not, please bear with me. In other words, be patient. All last night, when I went to sleep last night, somewhere between 12:30 to 1 o'clock, and when I started my meditation, then I woke up early this morning about somewhere between 4 to 5 o'clock out of a deep meditation to continue my meditation as soon as I woke up this morning. This meditation was different, very unique, because I meditated all last night when I went to sleep, and then continued my meditation when I woke up, and then continued my meditation as soon as I woke up, and then about another 2 or 3 hours this morning. What made it with this meditation, that's what made it, the meditation, kind of unique, because I meditate throughout the whole night or morning, how you want to look at it, and then continue my meditation as soon as I woke up, and then continue my morning meditation. That was one of the things that made the meditation unique. Another thing that made my meditation also unique was the simple fact that when I started my meditation last night, well, before I say that, I would say this. Ever since I was in my mother's room, I always see a bright light when I close my eyes. I don't see no darkness. And then when I do see darkness, it's very little darkness. But majority of the time, I see nothing but bright light. Just clouds of bright light. And during the years of growing up, I learned and understood that those bright light are heavenly beings, or heavenly angels, or angels of Yah, or angels of God, that became very close friends of mine. So even till this very day, at the age of 63 years old, from my mother's room, I still see that bright light. Now, last night when I began my meditation, that bright light, those bright light got so bright that I thought I was going to go blind. But the Spirit of the Lord, or Kadosh Ruch, caused my eyes to not to go blind, but to see within that bright light. That's the best way I can explain it. That's how bright that light was. It was brighter than the sun. And so then the voice of Yah told me when I was asleep, in a deep sleep or a trance, reminded me that He had blessed me with His all power to do anything that I think, to know all things that I think. Whatever I think and whatever I believe, I have His all power to do it, and just I have His all power to do it just by thinking it. That's the best way I can explain it. And then He also reminded me that He also reminded me how my martial art abilities perform that he had blessed me to know and learn or understand all system or styles of martial arts that's known to mankind. And because this is one of my greatest gifts, is the martial arts, both external martial arts and also internal martial arts. But I specialize more into the internal martial arts. So he reminded me there's not a martial arts system that I do not know or understand or master, and so stuff like that. Then he explained to me, just like I perform in the martial art world, that all the martial arts known to mankind is combined together. I don't keep my martial arts separate. I combine all the martial arts system into one nice little package. And then after he reminded me that, then he explained to me that's how both my psychic abilities and my spiritual gifts work. They all work together as one, combined together as one. I don't have to focus on, like for example, I don't have to focus on clairvoyance to get it activated, or telepathic to activate that, or clairaudience, or all the other psychic senses. I don't have to focus on those one at a time. They all operate at once in unison, along with my spiritual gifts. So whatever, now my spiritual gifts is not the same as my psychic abilities. My spiritual gifts are just powers to give me the ability to do whatever I think and believe I'm able to do. So like levitation. Levitation have nothing to do with psychic abilities or clairs or psychic senses. That's a power. Telekinesis, that have nothing to do with psychic abilities or psychic senses. Telekinesis is actually a power. These are spiritual gifts. And that's just a couple of examples what is a spiritual gift. And so Anaya, my God, was explaining to me in the dream all through the night and this morning, how both my psychic abilities and my spiritual gifts all work together in unison. And so stuff like that. That's why yesterday, that when I was meditating, he caused all my psychic senses operate all at once to let me know and understand all my ability work in unison, and so all at once. And so if I want to, then I can separate it if I choose to separate my that specific psychic ability or psychic powers if I choose to. But he also explained to me that how can I say, all my psychic senses and my spiritual gifts will automatically activate as soon as I start sensing danger, based upon the threats or the danger or harm I may be facing at that time. And so, and then they're gonna, my psychic ability, both my psychic abilities and spiritual gifts will manifest according to the threats or the danger I'm facing at that time. That's the best way I can explain it. And then there was so much last night and this morning that Anaya was teaching me, giving me more clear understanding how both my natural abilities like the martial arts and supernatural strength and supersonic speed activate or manifest in a natural realm, how my psychic ability operate in the mental realm, or how my spiritual gifts activate in the spiritual realm. And so Anaya will show me how these three different realms work together as one or unity if it's need to. That's the best way I can explain it, based upon the threats and the danger I'm facing at that specific time. And then there was something else. I can't remember right now. But since I can't remember, I'm not going to try to force myself to remember. I'm trying to keep this video short as possible, and it's already over 11 minutes. Let's see. It was just so much that Yah was showing me last night how my body is growing or maturing, becoming more stronger and more powerful to be an extraordinary super human being. And so, could I do remember, even as a little child, when I used to work for different agencies in the government, they were so impressed that I had no limitation in my psychic abilities and my spiritual powers. There was nothing I didn't know or understood, had no knowledge of. There was nothing I couldn't do, stuff like that. They were just amazed of that. Because even when they tested me, did all the different psychic tests, that's when they started saying that I was the most rarest gifted psychic they ever came across. Even till this day, there's not another being that they came across that to be the most rarest gifted psychic they came across. And the reason I know that, because I still have people who watching over me come to me and let me know they still have not found nobody as unique or special or gifted as I am when it comes to my psychic abilities and spiritual gifts. And so stuff like that. So that's the best way I can explain it. But I could talk about all that. I could continue talking about that forever, but I'm gonna try to keep this, video short as possible, because it's already 13 minutes after. And then, it was just so much that Yah, my God, was showing me in dreams and vision last night to encourage me and to let me know that where I am now when it comes to my natural abilities, my psychic abilities, and my spiritual gifts. It was just so much. So basically, that's it. That's the best way I can explain it. I just wanted to share this testimony that I experienced all through last night and this morning as I continue meditate for that long period of time. So I appreciate y'all, somebody watching, to listen. Y'all have a good and blessed day. And for those who keep the 7-day Sabbath when the sun go down this evening, Shalom Shabbat, happy Sabbath, Shalom.